So there are really three aspects to the diabetic kitchen. The type of food that we eat, how to choose it, how to prepare it, how to store it, to keep as many of the natural elements that we can, the vitamins and minerals and stuff. The freshest food is the food that you grow in your own little flower pot or garden and eaten within 24 to 36 hours. The next food processed with the greatest minerals and vitamins and stuff is frozen. And then, of course, the last is canned. So that type of food is what you should have the highest percentage of in your diet. I've had people when we have the Spiritual Women's Retreat, that's nonprofit, on the fifth Friday of each month, it's for a year. I've had ladies say, I want to see your refrigerator. Whoa, that's a wake-up call. But it's really important, just like people checking. When I'm in the grocery store, I had a lady walk up to me and she said, I just wanted to see if you read labels like you tell us to do on TV 21. And I said, yes, ma'am, I do. She said, I see you do. How much sodium is in there? How much sugar? How many preservatives are in there? How much fat is in there? How much saturated fat? And so this lady that asked me had two little boys, and she said, my husband wants me to cook healthy. And I said, okay. So she opens it up. She sees canned goods in jars, in glass jars, instead of in tin, in metal. She sees a fruit drawer. She sees a vegetable drawer. And she says, now this is what my husband asked me to get. But if you don't put it in your grocery cart, you're not going to eat it. So I encourage people to go to the farmer's market first if they can't grow their own garden. And you can grow bell peppers and onions and chives, all the herbs. Mint. I have mint in my cross ties. I have rosemary. I have oregano. I have a bay leaf tree. And so those things that help you. So some people may have high cholesterol like me. You can't see that on a person. They could be skinny, but you don't know that they're dealing with arterial atherosclerosis. So those herbs that are important to the body, I can say failures or challenges that you have, is what you want to grow and what you want to shop for. So it's important to know what your blood work is, what your conditions are, and that's why doctor's appointments are so important. A lot of people don't have a doctor. So where can they go? Lifeline screening is so important. It comes to the churches. The van comes to the churches and sets up. They have like 6 different tests to let you know where you have arteriosclerosis, atherosclerosis, aneurysm, whether your blood flow is good in your vessels, in your wrists, in your legs. And you know, it's a lot more economical than going to the doctor and getting the blood work if you don't have insurance. But it's convenient because it comes right to the neighborhood churches. So I encourage people to look up Lifeline screening online and then sign up. Don't be pushed by getting all of the tests. Get the test of things that run in your family. Who has high blood pressure? Who's had a stroke? Who's had heart attack? Who has diabetes? And get those tests that are related to that. Another good community support is Caring, C-A-R-E-R-I-N-G. And they do blood work, and they also tell you what risk you are and tell you how to change your lifestyle to prevent those risks from becoming major illnesses. And then, so you've got your hands-on in the Wellness, Wholeness, Holiness kitchen. You've got other people there with you to support you. If it's a family affair, then the children can tell what food they like. Why buy food that's going to spoil, that nobody's going to eat? And if you don't have refrigeration, if you're living out of your car, if you're homeless, what do you get that's going to last for a week or 2 weeks? You know, you've got your nuts that you can store in a can that are high nutrient value. You've got your raisins that are not going to spoil instead of eating the grapes. And the raisins are a lot sweeter too. And it's something that you can put in your pocket, that you can put in your knapsack for those people that are living out of their car, living under a bridge, living on somebody's porch, living in an old school bus. The challenges are there, but they're doable. I want to give one example. I had a family come in, mama, daddy, brother, sister. The son was not going to be able to play football because his blood pressure was like 196 over 114. They wanted him to be on cholesterol medicine and blood pressure medicine. But there are challenges with those medicines. Blood pressure medicine causes diabetes. Cholesterol can cause bleeding in the kidneys, and it can destroy your muscle. My dad was on 2 cholesterol statins, and he couldn't get out of his chair. As soon as he got off it, his muscles restored by taking vitamins. And a lot of people don't press men taking vitamins, but they go to the change of life just like women do. And so it's important that they have a supported immune system. The seniors have a challenge drinking enough every day. Depending on your body weight, you need to drink 10% liquid of your body weight. And that doesn't have to just be water. It can be herbal teas. It can be freezing fruit juice for children. I like it too. I like frozen, fresh fruit pops. Ice cream, low-fat ice cream. Aldi's, and I'm going to plug them, they're one of the healthiest grocery stores in the world. When they came to Charlotte about 25 years ago on Freedom, I was in there, and the manager was in there setting up the store. And he looked at me and he said, "We don't have people dressed like you in here." And I said, "Well, I'm an advanced practice nurse, and I care about people's health. And I came to see what foods you have for diabetics and heart patients. I can't find any low cholesterol mayonnaise, low cholesterol oils, low cholesterol ice cream, low sugar candy." And I said, "Would you look around your store and tell me what percentage of the clients in here you think have high blood pressure or high sugar in their body?" And he did a 360, and he said 75%. I said, "How about 90? I said, "Now, how do we get these people well?" The next time I went in the store, Quinn, they had low salt, low cholesterol, low sugar, natural things. You go in there now, and it's amazing. They have dark chocolate instead of the milk chocolate that's loaded with sugar. It made a huge difference in availability for healthy foods. And like I said, you've got the farmers market, I send them to the farmer's market. I send them to plant a garden first. Then the family farmer's market. Then the healthy food stores like Aldi's. And the brother, I think, is, what is it? Fidel or something like that, grocery. They say it's wonderful. I haven't been in the store yet, but I do want to go. So we're having healthier choices for healthier lifestyles.
So,
and that's what the Diabetic Heart Kitchen is going to do.
So what happened with the family and the son who wanted to play football?
Okay, so back to the rest of the story. They had a refrigerator in the father's garage. They were sleeping in their car. So there was some place for some low-fat milk for his healthy bones and stuff, because teenagers going through the hormonal change, they really need to eat healthy. So we worked out a list for oranges, apples, things that they could keep for a week, and then put their perishables in the refrigerator. Cooking was a problem. They didn't have a kitchen, so you had to buy the I told you the canned goods was the last choice, but then you can pop a can of sliced oranges, or pineapple was the anti-inflammatory. The foods for low cholesterol, your beans and stuff that bind that cholesterol so it doesn't accumulate in your vessels. We worked out low stress schedule for them. Stress is the #1 cause of disease. And so in 2 weeks, we had his blood pressure below 140 over 90. We worked with the coach so he could be water boy, Gatorade boy, and keep up with the team plays and stuff. And he was back on the field in 2 weeks. We found them a home to stay. Jackson Park Ministries has apartments for families. They put whatever wages they earn in a savings account, 6 months or a year they're there with their children. The churches donate the furniture, so now they have savings to purchase their own home, put a down payment on an apartment. They have their own furniture. They have their own support group. They have their healthy shopping places that they can go to. Restored the whole family. No medication. Because a mother with the teenage boys, they have issues with masturbation. The young men have problems with erection. New married couples change their whole life, and it's one person at a time.
Right, and that's what keeps you coming back.
That's what keeps me here, is to add 20 years on to everybody's life. So if your life expected in your family expectancy was, well, my mom and dad had died at 56. Well, I want to add 20 years on that so they die healthy at 76. And it's amazing what a difference it's made in the churches too. What do you take for a covered dish? Do you take fat back, beans cooked in fat back, or do you take beans that are cooked in butter? Is healthier than margarine. Olive oil. I actually use half virgin olive oil and half butter for my seasoning. You can use bones. Bones have a lot of good minerals and stuff in it, but they don't have the cholesterol. So I can put chicken bone. I use ham too, because I was raised on a farm.
Right.
Ham hock, because those calcium the other minerals, calcium, potassium, chloride, is in that marrow of the bone without all that cholesterol. So why can't you have what your culture does in a healthy way
Mm-hmm.
and cut off the fat?
Right.